Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel, CeeLo's Fishing. Today I am bringing to you guys a product review on an item that I recently bought. If you guys have been watching my channel lately and are kind of wondering what's going on with all of these short videos that I've been posting and things like that, don't worry guys. I'm still making, whole videos for you guys to enjoy for a couple of minutes. But I am publishing shorts. I'll be doing both, so don't worry. Don't go running off anywhere, guys. I'm still going to be making the big videos. The big videos will be like one a week, and then shorts will be, kind of to keep you guys engaged and keep you guys being able to see something on my channel as far as the week is progressing. So if you guys are watching all the shorts that I've been posting lately, don't think that I am transitioning from full videos over to nothing but shorts. Just keep in mind, guys, that the shorts are something fun that I kind of like to do on my time off and downtime, just to kind of keep putting more content on my channel and to just have you guys see different fish catches and things like that. Some of these fish catches may have never gotten even onto my videos and things like that, but it's just something for you guys to keep you guys going through for the whole week. And then obviously I will still be posting one big video every week. So just so you guys know, it's a little informational for you guys. That way you guys know that, hey, he's not going to do nothing but shorts and things like that. I will still be doing a whole bunch of like big videos, one a week. Right now I've been posting my videos every Saturday, and then I'll be doing shorts in between. And I'll drop a couple of shorts, like every other day or so, just depending on how I'm working on them and depending on how much downtime I have. But that's just for your guys' knowledge. That way you guys aren't worried about me just going on and being nothing but a short creator. I will be doing my full video still and shorts. It's just kind of fun to create shorts and things like that. So with that being said, let's dive right into the video, guys. And I cannot wait to take this out on the water. You may have noticed my background back here has changed quite a bit. I have a shelf up here, right there somewhere, that I finally put. I added a fish tank to this backdrop here, and I have my single kayak tournament trophy back there that I won from fishing a kayak tournament for Ray Fishing not too long ago. But I don't know, I'm looking to get into more kayak fishing, so that is why I am filming this review here, just to kind of show you guys a product that I bought recently. It's a little bit different style of fishing that I'm going to be using this for, but it should be fun. And if there's any kayak tournaments that pop up, I'll definitely be trying to take part of those, just to kind of, compete a little bit and test my skills at it, if that's kind of how I want to say it. I just want to see what my skills and what I've learned and kind of put them to the test, especially around here where there's plenty of good anglers around me. So I'll be giving that a shot soon, hopefully. But the product review that I wanted to talk about today is going to be kind of a different setup that I bought. And it's going to be a catfishing rig, guys. So I recently went out to a local shop here in Fort Worth. It's called Pro AM Fishing Shop. That's literally what it's called, Pro AM Fishing Shop. I think it's also known as Olson's Fish and Tackle. But basically, this is the reel right here that I got with the rod. So the rod is an Okuma Classic Pro GLT, and it's copper lead core. It is an 8'6" rod. And it is rated for 12 to 27 pound line, as well as ½ ounce to ¼ ounce weights on here. I do have a circle hook already on it there, and I have a 2 ounce weight tied on there. But the rod and everything feels nice and sturdy, guys. For the price that this product, for the price of the product, it was not too bad. I think I spent a total of like $119 with tax. But that kind of gives you everything. Now, obviously, the line is extra because you have to purchase that separately. At the time of me purchasing this item here, guys, the guy did not have enough, he didn't have time to spool the reel up for me while we were there. So Loki actually had 30-pound braided line in his vehicle, and he managed to, I think he said somewhere around 400 yards of 30-pound braid on there. And then it is about a 50 or 60 pound mono leader here, I believe. I think. I'm not sure what he used for the leader, but it's a nice little setup, and I just cannot wait to test it out. Some of the features on the reel itself, guys. So the reel is also an Okuma. It does have a depth counter here, so if you were to just drop a bait, say you wanted to troll it, you could just see how far you're dropping it down, and this would count how far it's going down into the water. It has a tensioner knob right here, if you guys can see that, and then this star obviously is just your drag. Has a nice sturdy, I mean, this is awesome, guys. I can't wait to actually hook into a fish with this thing and be able to really crank him down. I mean, it has a really sturdy handle here for you guys to do that. It also has a little foam padding down here where you can grab your rod normally, but if you hook into a really big fish, they actually padded the first top section above the reel itself so that you have more power to lean into that fish and be able to control them a bit better. This is a really nice reel, guys. Honestly, it has its own capabilities here, guys. I will try to show you guys a little bit. Kind of right there, you have all the specs for it. I'll also post a picture once I find them online. I'll be able to post a picture on the screen so you guys can kind of see the specs of the reel itself. But the gear ratio is 4:0 to 1, and then it kind of gives you how many yards and how many per pounds of line. So if you use 20 pounds, you can fit 580 yards of it. If you use 25, you can fit 430 pounds. Gosh, not 430 pounds, but if you use 25-pound line, you can fit 430 yards of line. And then if you use 30 pounds of line, you can fit 330 yards of line. Obviously, this here is calculation. I believe it's for monofilament, which is much thicker than braid. So you can actually put a heavier braided line on there and be able to fit a good amount of it. That is why we went ahead and put 30-pound line. I really like this reel. I've actually casted it a couple times, but I really can't wait to break it in and actually catch a fish. In order to cast this reel, you have to move this lever here to off, and then that will let the line come out, obviously. And so when you go to cast, that's kind of what lets you use the line, you know, like basically cast it out for that. Not too experienced with these catfishing rods, guys, but so far it has been a good one. I just can't wait to obviously hook into a giant catfish. Like I said, I do a lot of bass fishing. That is primarily what I do, especially out of my kayak. Bank fishing, when I go bank fishing, it is mainly bass fishing and things like that. The occasional bluegill, the occasional crappie and stuff like that I'll catch, obviously using bass rigs. But I've also caught a couple of catfish using bass fishing rods, but I've never actually dedicated an actual combo to those, to catfishing basically. But what I really like about this one, it has a basically a loud clicker, guys. So whenever you cast your line out, you want to leave this on off. That allows the line to start moving if something does take it. Another cool feature about this, guys, is if you move this silver knob right here, guys, if you push it down and something does happen to take your line, check this out. You see how loud that is, guys? I mean, that would definitely tell you that you have a fish, and then you'll be able to obviously set your hook and reel that bad boy in, guys. For the price of $119, I'm sure you can definitely get into a cheaper combo, guys. The kind of reason that I went with such a big spool, big reel here, was to be able to fit a whole bunch of line. And on top of that, I could technically use this combo for different applications if I really wanted to, guys. I could go catfishing with it and try to catch a monster catfish. As you guys know, Trinity River here in the DFW area holds just massive fish. The lakes around here also hold big catfish, but Trinity River definitely holds some unknown monsters, guys. Plenty of gar out there too, so I could technically use this rod for gar if I was really trying to catch them. I've never targeted gar, but that might be something cool that I could definitely try to go after with this rod and reel combo here, especially, you know, being so close to the Trinity River, guys. I might have to learn how to target gar. And if you guys have any suggestions on how to target gar or how to target catfish more specifically, things like that, I'm not really too savvy on those species of fish, but it'd be nice to, you know, kind of target those and just land the occasional catfish, land the occasional gar, and things like that. We have massive gar out in the Trinity River. There's a whole bunch of bass fishing spots that I go to, and I always see gar and catfish. I always see carp, so that'd be another cool thing to try to catch some of those carp fish, or those drums, I believe is what they're called also. But with this rod here, it opens up so many different species of fish that I can actually target with it. Catfish, gar, carp, drum, you name it, guys. I can definitely target a whole bunch of them, and I feel like this rod definitely has the backbone to be able to handle the fish, the strength of them, and just be able to land me some really nice fish. Obviously, the rig setup that I would be using with this rod would obviously vary, and also the bait or lures that I'd be using would probably change just because of species of fish. But I feel like this rod here will be able to handle that. So I just wanted to show you guys kind of the new rod and reel combo that I bought and just talk a little bit about it. Another cool feature is, if you kind of notice this little guide here, you can actually remove this piece with the flathead and undo this piece, and it allows you to not have that guide, so you could actually get a little bit more of a casting distance with it. I've left mine on there because I'm obviously not a pro at casting this rod and reel combo here yet. Especially, I've casted it a couple times, and just the weight itself feels a little bit different, guys. It doesn't really feel as comfortable, and I'm honestly not used to it, so that's kind of where that discomfort and that weird feeling is coming from. But I've casted it a couple times, enough to be a little bit confident on where to cast and how to cast it and things like that, and so that's kind of what I'm leaning to right now, just to try to learn how to use this more effectively. So that is kind of where I'm at, guys. If you guys have any tips on how to target, like I said, gar, catfish, any kind of catfish, honestly, it'd just be kind of cool to land those catfish or whatever, or how to target carp specifically, I would be more than open to it. So you guys, please comment down below on, you know, how to target those fish, how to catch them, what you guys use for bait. When it comes to catfishing, guys, a lot of people, it's a big controversy, guys. A lot of people like using bluegill, just natural stuff they catch out of the pond or lake that they're fishing, bluegill, shad, and things like that. They cut, you know, bluegill and shad also up. They use it as cut bait. They actually just hook them up live and things like that. Or a lot of people have these crazy recipes like chicken and Kool-Aid, or just random stuff, chicken liver with Kool-Aid. There's so many things that I've seen, but just comment down below kind of what your preferred bait is for catfish and things like that. If you know a carp catching secret, a gar catching secret, just help me out. You know, I just want to land some fish, and this would be one of those things where I can go out on my kayak Saturday, chase the bass down, you know, and then Sunday kind of do this as just a winding down activity if I have time. Just go out, find a nice spot, depending on what I'm targeting, and just kind of sit there, relax. There'll be a little bit more of a slower kind of video for you guys. It'll just be me kind of sitting there, talking a little bit about what's going on, and just enjoying the day, guys, and hopefully landing some massive fish. So I honestly cannot wait to see what this rod and reel combo have to bring to the table, just because, like I said, I've never really targeted those fish, and obviously catfish, gar, and carp are obviously most of the time bigger than your average bass. My biggest fish by weight has been a bass, which is my PB of 4.6 pounds. And that's the biggest fish, guys, out of every fish species that I've ever caught. So that goes to tell you something. So if I catch like a 5-10 pound, you know, catfish, then that's obvious. That would be my biggest fish in general that I've ever landed and things like that. Obviously not a bass, but just the heaviest. And it would be really cool to, I don't know, fight one of those guys and just kind of you know, get them onto the bank and just kind of check them out. But I hope I didn't bore you guys too much talking about this catfishing rod and reel. I know a lot of my subscribers follow me because of bass fishing, and I definitely appreciate you guys that. But I do enjoy all kinds of fishing, guys. I have a fly rod that I plan on start using it a lot more often, you know, just to give more of a diverse videos for you guys. Fly fishing videos, catfishing, carp gar videos, bass fishing videos. I just want to learn how to fish for more things. So as always, y'all keep on fishing.